There you go. There you go. I see you, bro. There we go. I got you. There you go. There you go.
My guy, what's going
What's
on with
going
you?
on? How's everything?
Man, I can't call it like an alcoholic, man. You feel me? Trying
I
to stay
appreciate
cool
you,
out this
man.
motherfucker.
Hey, I appreciate you for taking the time out, bro. I know you're a busy man.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it. Appreciate, anytime somebody want to interview me, man, you know, that's always a big thing. What up, Nope? Yeah,
What's
man,
good,
that's
Nuke?
always a blessing, bro. For real, for real.
Yeah, definitely, man. I think you're one of those guys that a lot of people sleep on you, but I feel like what I'm saying is you taking it to that next level. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people need to realize that. Crazy thing is I didn't catch on until until roast meet because what I'm saying I'm not
Hey,
big.
Stone.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I be so busy with work and stuff like that. I don't get the chance to watch shows and movies like that as much as I want to, unless I'm on a flight or something. But when I got hooked on the roast me when I went to Boston and kicked it with my homies, they was like, "Yo, this dude CP's a fool on here." So then it just kind of just trickled from there. So I've been watching and definitely love what you're doing, man. And I'm
thank
mad
you.
I missed you in Dallas, bro. So I'm gonna come see you.
Yeah, that was a crazy ass show, bro. I did that. I did Dallas with Dennis Miller. Dennis Miller. I think fuck, I feel bad. I always call him Danny Tanner. God damn it, what's his name? The
Oh,
Danny Tanner.
you're talking about what's his name? Hold up, Bob Saget.
Bob Saget, bro, who's
There you
funny
go.
as fuck. We did the Kaboo Festival, and that shit was at the AT&T Stadium. So that shit was like 25,000. You know what I'm saying? Right,
Yeah.
where the Cowboys play. I
Yep.
was sick, man. I remember I took like some Advil, some Red Bull, went out and murdered that shit. That was a good ass feeling, bro. Like
That's
that was
what's
one of
up.
them. That's one of them times, man. Very rarely do you get to, in our field, man. This is like this part of show business is it's a big separation between, having made it and kind of like up and coming grind, so to speak.
Yeah.
And you get them glimpses of like, man, like the fucking police came,
Oh,
drove me under the stadium. Like that shit was crazy, bro.
that's
But
crazy.
but
I'm
just but
mad I
just to
missed
speak
it.
to like those kind of like people who are like, oh, you're not up on CP. I think I got to be okay with that. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I don't even look at it like that. I think that I was just telling my mom, man, I really love what I do, right? And she was like, well, if money didn't mean anything, would you still do it? I'm like, money really don't mean shit right now when I'm doing it, and this
Yeah.
is what I wake up to do. You know what I'm saying? I
That's
think
what's up.
so. Um, you know, if I was doing it for the notoriety or for to get looked at, then that'd be a thing. But I'm not even really. I'm just really trying to be funny. Anybody who's ever known me, I've been the funny guy at the office or the funny guy in class.
Yeah.
And it's like there's no respect in that. You know what I'm saying? But there's
Yeah.
respect in stepping into the arena.
Definitely.
Who's your favorite comedian? Bet. Let me go where they at and
Yeah.
try to, what I'm saying, beat that. So,
I
you know what I'm
definitely
saying? What up,
respect
Big
that.
Zach? But yeah,
What's
so
good?
what I'm saying?
Yeah, I definitely respect that. When you do something you love, it ain't work. You feel me?
Yeah, yeah.
So that's how I look at it, man. Well, we're gonna jump into this. I know you're a busy man. I definitely want to, talk about your upbringing in Detroit. You rep the D all the time, everywhere you go. You know what I'm saying? So just talk about, how it was growing up in Detroit, and just tell us how that was.
Well, growing up in Detroit, I kind of grew up in a lot of places in Detroit because I
Okay.
think that's how, Detroit, one of the places where it ain't really split up like how LA is, right? Like
Yeah.
Detroit is like I got a cousin that stay on Dexter, and I got a cousin stay on the east side.
Yeah.
So if I go spend a night over their house as a kid, now I'm running through their cycle as a kid. So I'm going
Okay.
to play with the friends they play with, and you build relationships, and that's kind of how in the D, that's kind of like how I saw. Um, it's all about who know your name. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Um, so for me, it was like I grew up in Brightmoor. My dad lived in Brightmoor. My mom stayed on Dexter. We started off on Dexter. Then we moved to like Calvert and 14. I know you don't know nothing about all of this shit, but
I
um,
just I just know the
yeah,
palace. You feel me?
yeah,
I just
yeah.
yeah. I just
Oh,
but
if all you know is the Palace, then it's
Little
like,
Caesars,
man,
Little Caesars. You feel me?
yeah, yeah. No, bro, that shit. Little Caesars and all that. that's cool, but I'm talking about like Brightmoor and Dexter and my grandfather said on Puritan. So then I got a lot of friends on Puritan and Greenfield. I got a real love for the city, and I think that growing up, being in all of these parks, I got cousins in Redford, so I'm out in South Redford with them niggas, the football team, and I know a lot of people, and I think that I had honed in on a certain like mindset of a Detroiter, and so I did this video, shit Detroit niggas say, and I think that's what got the city behind me to know me, you know what I'm saying, and then from that, I just began to not let them down. I'm like, oh, y'all want to follow me? Y'all fucking with me? All right, bet. Watch this. Yeah. I got this. I think this is a machine. It's not a fly-by-night kind of thing. This is something that's extremely premeditated for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. How does that feel to just have the city behind your back? You know what I'm saying? Everywhere I go, I rep Boston. You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm from. So just having the support from the hoods, and when I go back, they're like, nah, Travis the chosen one. He the one that made it out. You know what I'm saying? So just talk about just being that person that's representing for the D, like Big Sean, Dej Loaf. You know what I'm saying? Y'all Eminem, y'all got so many people. But just talk about how it felt for you, especially for what you're doing, to get that type of support.
I think I don't know, man. I always, when it comes to my family, that's the same way I look at the city. Like when I get around my cousins, man, who watch me on Roast Me, and I can see that for that first couple of seconds, they looking at me like, nigga, I was just watching you on YouTube. And it's like, it's me. And it's like, oh, okay, it's you. And I feel like when I'm home, man, like, Detroit not no niggas that you can really front on like that. You know what I'm saying? And, it's sad when I see certain stars come back and front on niggas. I'm like, you don't even know what you're doing, bro. We not them niggas you can front on. It's like, it's a pride in Detroit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't want to get on the other side of that. Nigga, we don't need you anyway. Fuck you. That's not, you know what I'm saying? Like, for me, in my city, man, I am a product of my city. I am a servant to my city, and I just try to represent it the best I can. But I'm not bigger than my city. You know what I'm saying? Like, if anything, bro, you could love your house to death, but you got to go to the mountaintop to scream your message. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I left Detroit to get to a bigger stage, because I feel like the niggas that was on the big stage out here, I didn't think they was doing it right. And I was like, man, them niggas ain't funny as me. And so then I had to, you know what I'm saying? I had to come out here to the arena. And you know what I'm saying? Like, this ain't practice out here. Yeah. You do that shit for real out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever it is. If you famous for real. If you know what I'm saying? Like, these niggas not playing. I'm learning. I'm seeing how these niggas is doing their YouTubes and they virtual presence, and what's that's meaning for their brand and how they building on that. Bro, it's not a game.
No, it's definitely not. Definitely not. Speaking of games, did you play any sports growing up? And if so, which ones?
Yeah, I did actually. What's funny, man? I played baseball. Baseball is probably my favorite sport is baseball. Like, but really, I played baseball. I played golf. I played basketball. I think that, just to be honest, man, I was one of those kids, bro, that when I did something good, that was my positive reinforcement for me to want to do it. So, like, when I got in baseball and excelled, then that, to me, was like, I love baseball because baseball loved me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I remember we played golf. My uncle took us to putt-putt golf, and I hit a hole-in-one, my first time ever touching the golf clubs. And
that's crazy.
He was going crazy, and that shit fucked me up. Like, nigga, am I a genius? You know what I'm saying? It was just putt-putt golf. You feel me? But that made me want to join the golf team.
I got you.
I played basketball. I wasn't that good at basketball. Which, it's just like I could hoop, but it's like everybody, parents is there, and then you hooping against niggas you don't know, and then it's like, nigga, this shit is crazy. This is too much pressure. Like, you know what I'm saying? And what's crazy is, like, people be like, man, I don't see how you could get on stage, CP. 25,000, that's crazy. But that's like, for me, that's like solitude. Yeah. But like, get out there and hoop in front of a crowd, and I'd be like, nigga, time out, nigga. I'm the water boy now. Get me the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Nah, that's what's up, though. That's what's up. Yeah. Being from the D, I'm assuming for the NBA, you was a Pistons fan growing up, or What were your favorite teams? Favorite teams growing up and favorite players growing up?
You know what's crazy, man? When we won that ring in 2004, I feel like that was we got what we needed. You know what I'm saying? It was like, oh, cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, niggas have forgot about the D. Our team, we had some ugly ass wins, big ass afros and shit. We was, you know what I'm saying? So I think that I'm a Pistons fan to the day I die. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know that run we had between like shit, really 04, 05, 06, probably up to like 07. Yeah, beating LeBron in the Mavs, being in the Eastern Conference Finals every year. Yeah. That shit was cold, man. It was a special time. I was born during the 89 and the 90 run, but 88 and the 90. But that was like my dad and them excitement. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like, but that they dropped me off at my grandma's house when they went outside and was downtown talking about we sweat. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get to experience that. But when we won in 04 and swept Kobe and Karl Malone and Shaq and Payton, swept them niggas 4 in a row. They won the first one. But, you know, nigga, we was downtown going crazy.
I know y'all was.
Like, you can't tell niggas shit. Niggas was getting along, robbing each other, but smiling. Like, man, give me your shit, man. You know, man, right on shit. What about the Pistons, nigga? Detroit, handing over your yays. Detroit, basket. You know what I'm saying? So,
stupid. Nah, I feel you on that. Who were some of your favorite players growing up that you watched? And who are some of your favorite players you like to watch now?
Growing up, man, Isaiah Thomas was my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Okay. You know, looking back, he looked like somebody's mama a little bit. Don't he like an ugly ass mama a little bit? Like
he looked like the auntie.
He just got like a mama mouth. You know,
he got that.
You know,
he looked like an auntie.
Ass nigga.
He looked like an auntie.
Man, you know, Grant Hill was my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, we had a Grant Hill in Detroit. We didn't really fuck with Jordan in Detroit like that. Like, you fuck with him because of the overarching who he was. Definitely. But it was also like, fuck that nigga. Just like how niggas do LeBron. Like, like, you know how niggas hate LeBron? Detroit was the biggest Jordan haters. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I can see that.
Detroit niggas be like, man, that nigga sweet. He's sweet. You know what I'm saying? Now I think like Detroit niggas can kind of like appreciate, you know what I'm saying? You know, appreciate Jordan because we ain't got to worry about him being in our division and all that shit. Yeah, but yeah, man, Grant Hill was cold to me. You know, T-Mac was one of my favorite players. Kobe, you know, at a time period was a GOAT to me. I think that LeBron is the GOAT for a couple of different reasons. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's like,
give me the reasons.
Put it like this, bro. Put it like this. There's a reason why you wouldn't put you wouldn't put Bill Russell over Jordan, right? Okay. And the reason is, even though Bill Russell got all those rings, the reason is because, but Jordan could do shit that Bill couldn't. Jordan affected the game in a way that Bill really didn't. Bill was dominant. Bill did what he had to do, but he wasn't Jordan, though. Jordan went out there and was flawless victory in niggas, and I give him that. The skill set was insane, right? Yeah. But when you think about somebody that's top 10 in points and top 10 in assists, and then what that means. Yeah. What that means for a nigga. First of all, if you're top 10 in points, then automatically you're a Hall of Fame talent, right? So then being a Hall of Fame talent means that you have a certain air about yourself. You know you the shit, nigga. You the top 10 scorer in the league, right? Yeah. But for you to be unselfish enough to have as many assists that puts you in the top 10 all time for assists, understand that means that
your team player.
If you chose the ball hog, this wouldn't even be a debate.
Yeah, that's true.
If you chose the ball hog, then you would blow past niggas in points.
That's true.
You would blow past niggas in rings if you knew how to take over in ball hog. He's a team player. But what that means though is that people can appreciate him being a team player for the fact that he's a team player, but then they want him to be an ISO guy like Jordan. Yeah. And it's like, bro, he's not doing that kind of shit. Yeah, he's making people so much better. To be top 10 in both, put it like this. Let me put another thing into perspective for you. Okay. When I think about GOAT shit, I think about my top starting 5, right? Because this ain't golf. This ain't tennis. This is a team sport. So my all-time team, I put Magic Johnson ahead of Isaiah Thomas for the fact that what he did with the rock, distributed, right?
Yeah.
Okay, put it like this. LeBron is just as good as if not better of a passer than Magic.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, I'll give you that.
LeBron could really be two GOATs. LeBron could be two GOATs.
He in his
you
own,
understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. I feel like he in his own lane, though.
There's a skill set that he has, bro. Gary Payton got a whole nickname off of steals.
Yeah. Facts.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, there was a whole skill set that he possessed that you could take out of him and put it to another nigga to be a GOAT.
I got you. He's different. He's different.
Yeah, he's different. So when you look at it like that, it's like, bruh, take away everything Jordan did from the standpoint of he was an ISO player.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was Jordan. I mean, he was the guy. He did everything. But it's like Jordan is more equated to Kobe. That's a more fair argument.
Yeah, you can't compare Jordan and LeBron. You can't do it.
Right, and you can't compare Magic to Shaq.
I got you. I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
For that regard, bro, I think that if you were to break it down, because the debate is so tight, you have to break it down into technicality buckets.
Yeah,
you have to.
Definitely.
So it's like, all right, when you do that, bro, LeBron wins on that. I think who was a more exciting player, who had the better kill gene. It's like, well, dog, kill. That's it's different when you gotta make your team better. When your whole game is centered around the perfect play.
Yeah, I got you.
I don't know how many times niggas don't understand that nobody's drawing that up. You're special because you can go in there and hang in the air for 8 minutes and you're doing this around everybody. But Phil Jackson's not drawing that up. That wasn't the play.
Yeah.
If that doesn't go in, y'all don't win like that.
What about the hand checking? That's what a lot of people bring up. You know what I'm saying? Because the game was totally different for Mike. You know what I'm saying? It was more physical. And at the same time, this is why I give it to Mike, because he was undefeated in the finals. You know what I'm saying? No losses.
No. Right.
Clean slate.
As a player who was not team first. Ain't no iron team, but it's a iron win. It's iron win. Understand that. And that's deep. That's deep, bro. But guess what? Yeah. When you talk about making it to the NBA, that's one thing. Automatically, you've been hooping since you was 5. You talk about being a GOAT. There's a gene in you that you've been cultivating for a long time, bro. When you've been playing like that for a long time, like that's how you play. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? It's just not fair. Like, bro, that's like saying, Shaq, go win it for us. How? Use your skill. It's like, nigga, my skill is, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you feel what I'm saying? It's like, bro, what makes LeBron special is the kind of player that he is. And the kind of player that he is going to take some losses because he is not the guy that's going to, like, it's not in his game to direct inject himself into the defense like a Russell Westbrook. Yeah, you put Russell Westbrook in LeBron's body, and then you have Jordan. You have the ultimate. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You put John Morant in LeBron's body. Yeah. But they're not playing the right way, though. Westbrook will piss you off. Yeah. Westbrook will piss you off. Let Jordan was cold with this shit. Let him miss 5, 6 of these bitches. And you like, get this nigga out of here. Nigga, you could have kicked it out.
That's true.
You could have. That's the right play to make.
Yeah.
Let's stop acting like, nigga, he's sweet. But nigga, imagine being his coach.
I got
Mike,
you.
No, Mike. Shit. Okay, good shit, Mike. Good shit.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, dog.
Yeah. It's one of those. Don't shoot. Oh, never mind. All right, you good. You know what I'm saying? So I got you. Yeah. How was the sneaker culture growing up in Detroit? And what's some of your favorite sneakers? I know you're a sneakerhead. You got some heat. I see you.
Yeah. So look, most sneakerheads is niggas who, you know, I love my mama, man. We had to struggle. You know what I'm saying? You know. Yeah. So it was things that I wouldn't even dream of asking her for because I didn't want to. You know, as a kid, you live and you learn. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, you know, I'm like, Mom, I want this, and I see the sadness. Like, oh shit, you ain't got it for real. Okay, I apologize. You know what I'm saying? Like, then you start to think like, all right, you know, shit, I was the man of the house at an early age. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
you know, for me, man, you know, I told my wife, I told my mom, it's like, you know, when I get my money for doing what I do,
yeah,
I'm probably, you're gonna see me buy more shoes than you ever seen. And they're
yeah,
like, why? It's because I've always wanted them.
yeah.
I
Growing
gave
up.
them a list.
Yep.
I said, I'm about to buy shoes, I'm about to buy these cars, and I'm about to buy as many video games as I want. This is what y'all can have, everything y'all want. You all will be set. I need these things. So now my wife is like, we running out of space in my shoe area, so I got to get some of those clear boxes everybody got. And,
yeah, the little containers.
you know,
I gotta
yeah,
get some.
I mean, you know, but you know what though? That's the swag anyway. So I feel like it's time.
Yeah.
But so to answer your question, bro, growing up, I was always admiring Jays. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
damn. So now that I'm where I want to be at this point, you know, you always got to be thankful for where you at. You know,
Exactly.
I have to think that I want to go, but I'm very excited to be where I am, and every day is a blessing.
It is a blessing.
I have been blessed to, you know, I buy a lot of shoes, man.
Yeah. Same here.
So let me see some of my favorites, man. All right, hold on. These actually,
CP going into the stash.
oh yeah,
All right.
I love this Gatorade collection that Jordan did with the one.
Jordan ones,
I thought that was fire. So that's a little something. Hold on.
Go ahead, get the stash, man. I ain't mad at you. I appreciate it.
Please.
CP got some heat, y'all. Don't sleep on his sneaker game. He might be roasting people, but he getting them kicks too.
All right, man. All right. So one of my all-time favorite shoes. Simple.
Okay, Jordan 9. Yep.
Simple, you know what I'm saying? If you ain't got them, you're not a real sneakerhead.
Woo, okay, young fella. I see you.
You feel me?
I see you.
Hold on. Gotta clean my shits off. If you ain't got them, you're not a real boy.
Oh yeah, you got the Nike
got
back. Okay, you got the
real
Nike.
boy. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
These was an all-star collab.
Oh, the all-star
like
joints, the Charlotte. Yep, the Charlotte joints. Yep.
These were a rap gift for me. Those are
fire right there.
For the whole cast. Look, that's can you see that? Detroiters.
Oh, that's dope. I like that.
Central, and then what they did was they put the.
Oh, that's dope.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's dope.
What else? I got these from London. These are the Pigalle Rodman.
Yeah. Okay, you see, you going into the stash now.
Yeah.
You showing out. You showing out now.
These are the Pigalle Rodmans right here.
Okay.
Hold on.
All right.
Because you can't talk about Detroit sneaker culture. Hold on.
Let me see what you got. Let me see.
Hold on. Because I some of this behind my backdrop, man. Hold on.
I see you be gaming for real. You got the gamer chair.
Oh yeah, bro.
It's serious over there.
Hey man, I was the only child, man. So you know, games was. So you know, these are the 45.
Ooh, okay. I see
you. Got to.
Got them Space Jams. I see you.
Niggas is fucking with the ones.
Oh, those are fire.
People have seen these with the little tribal bands.
You gotta have some forces, definitely. Shout
out around that campfire.
Shout
out to my homie Rick Williams from Burn Rubber in Detroit, who did this Distinct Life Puma. Only very few people got this shoe. Very special shoe.
That's tough right there.
As an admirer, man, I was a big fan of 12s.
Oh,
huge fan of 12s.
Those are coming back out this year.
Yeah, I know.
Yep.
But you know what's crazy though? I own so many pairs of 12s now. I understand how much of a headache it is to kind of rock 12s a little bit.
Yeah.
They're a very different kind of shoe.
I'm a Jordan 10 type of guy.
Did you get the week? Did you get the week 13s?
Yeah, the week. Yeah, those are tough.
Yeah. So I mean, you know, just a little something, man. I don't want to, you know, everybody got the Yeezys, everybody, you know, whatever, all that. But this is like shoes that a lot of these are shoes that I wanted as a kid. Matter of fact, one more pair that I wanted as a kid. I don't even wear these. Hold on.
I got you. CP going into the stash for us on the live. I respect that, bro. I definitely appreciate it.
All right, it's my last pair.
Okay. Oh, the Jason Kidds.
Yep.
Woo!
I wanted these as a kid. I don't even wear them, bro.
Those are fire.
I just
Those are
wanted them as
fire.
a kid.
Those are fire right there,
I
man.
just wanted these as a kid, bro.
I appreciate you for blessing us with the stash, man. I appreciate that. Definitely. Shifting over to the career now. How'd you get into comedy, and you know, when was your first big moment that you had, man, that really got you out there?
Man, you know what's crazy, bro? To be honest with you, man, like, you know, I've been wanting to be a comedian since I was probably like 9 years old. You know what I'm saying? My mom,
Yeah.
she used to buy me Richard Pryor tapes. That would be like my Christmas gifts. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, you know, Richard Pryor Live and Smoking, or you know, Sunset Strip. We used to go to Blockbuster on Friday. I get a game and I get a special. One of my favorite specials growing up was Tommy Davidson, Illin in Philly.
Okay.
You know, with that was for two things. Number one, I love his energy. I feel like he had adapted a little bit of what Richard Pryor was doing and personifying things, and making stuff into, you know, just melting it into like a human form so people could get it. But it also showed me that my favorite shit don't have to be everybody else's favorite shit. So like nobody really knew about Illin in Philly. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, that's crazy. That was a great special to me. So that taught me that for my fans, I need to put out what I'm gonna put out. And those who gravitate to it, you don't know who life you could change. If I blow up, that's dope. But if I'm a part of what the next wave of, you know what I'm saying, like comedians who they look up to, like, man, I want, then that's dope too. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I remember I was working at an advertising agency in Southfield, Michigan. It's called Global Hue. I don't even know if it's there anymore right now. I think the office, I don't know if the office is there anymore. But so what happened was I didn't understand the process. They were making commercials. And I wanted to make commercials, you know, because at that time that was the most tangible, creative stance I could, you know, thing I could touch.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, I was like, whoa, y'all making commercials, I want to be down.
Yeah.
But I didn't study for that. I didn't understand the process. And I was very like brash in how I wanted to bust into their whole scene. So that didn't work well for me. I just knew that I had a lot of shit that I needed to get off. I didn't know what way to go with it.
I got you.
But you're talking about me trying to, I'm talking about like I'm up at night thinking about how I can get my way into this department, the creative department, to make 40 grand a year. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, that was like all I could see, you know? And so it was one time we was making a commercial for Walmart, and it was for Christmas, and I, on some like just one in a million type shit, I took the brief. The brief tells you what tone to write to. For the story. And I made a commercial and we sold it. And I sold my commercial, and then it was like a big deal for me. But I didn't feel no different. This wasn't big enough for what I felt in my spirit I needed to do. And so from that moment on, I knew that I had to get out of there. I'm like, oh yeah, this ain't it. This doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel, you know, something is missing. So one day I'm driving home and I hear on the radio, it was a comedian named Foolish, right? Foolish. And so he was like, he had a comedy night, and I just pulled up and asked could I go up. You know, called my frat brothers and a couple of my family members, came down there, went up 5 minutes and got a standing ovation.
That's what's up.
I was like, there it is. There it is.
That's when the light bulb hit.
That's what I like. Now, it took me a while to get back to another standing ovation because I think that
bless you.
No corona, just a regular sneeze.
Yeah, we just making sure, man.
But you know, because at that point I was thinking about it.
Okay.
And so that became my goal. But that's what I need. This is what I want.
Yeah.
Started doing it like once a week at Foolish's spot. He would let me get up. And then that turned into every night once I got cool with some comedians, finding out where the stages are. And then that became, I'm basically way too tired to be going to work after doing that shit at night.
Okay.
You know and you know, one of my bosses pulled me to the side and he was like, what up, Fago? Pulled me to the side and was like, hey, bro, look, you know, everybody, you know, I just wrote this Walmart commercial. It was a big deal, you know, but, you know, it was, the recession made corporate life kind of weird. I was there as it took its weird turn.
Yeah.
Where it was like, you got to act like you working and it ain't like no job security and it's et cetera, et cetera. So they had to lay somebody off. They like, look, man, we know that you want to do your thing. You coming in late. You're not really interested anymore, et cetera, et cetera. And they was like, if you want, we can lay you off. You can get the severance pay. We can keep the team intact. And nobody got to be. And I was like, yeah. And, you know, and I remember the little, one of the HR ladies who was a really good friend of mine. She was crying. And she was like, DP, we better see you on TV. And since you gonna, if you're going to do this with your life.
Yeah.
I'm like, with my life, I'm about to blow the fuck up. But I'm like, all right. Like, you know, like, thank you.
Yeah.
And I think like from that day forward, bro, it's been working. So, you know, just like a plant, I was underground for a long time. And then when I broke through the surface and began to grow, that's what happened so that was around 2010. 2012, I went viral with shit Detroit niggas say. That's my first, like,
that was the first
and that's what, you know, and that's when I began to sprout. You know what I'm saying? Grow and do different shit.
Got you. Shout out to my mom. She just got in here. NBA Sports Mom. She in the building.
Oh, yeah. What's up?
Yeah, Mom.
Yeah,
always
be I see you. What's up, Mom?
She always supporting, man. She always supporting. How do you go about preparing your jokes and stuff like that? Is there a process? Talk about your process. Is it one of those where it's like you just see something and then you're like, boom, all right, that's gonna be in tonight's show, whoop, 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 or is it let me write this stuff down and jot it down? So how do you go about that?
My best jokes come to me at different times. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, I learned a long time ago not to force it. I got hella shit on deck that, you know, hasn't even come out yet. I got jokes that I haven't even begun to figure out how to say, because I'm always planning for my recreate. You know, I have to recreate myself.
Okay.
I have to become a different version of this, a better version. And that better version is going to need, you know, shit. So, you know, I write premises because I trust my opinion about stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but the way I feel today, I might not feel that way in a week. So I stop writing the punchline. I just start writing premises down, and then I go off of there.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Now that makes sense. I always want to know your process because some of the stuff you be coming up with, bro, I'm like, I'm like, this dude he gotta write that stuff. Some of the stuff that just come off the cuff like that, that's impressive.
It's like Jay-Z says, like it's in the memory. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, if anything, if you looked at my joke pad, it would look like a track list.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's what it looks like. And then from there, I just go.
I got you. How do you?
I see these dudes roasting in the comments.
They are
funny, but they haven't been funny though. Hold on, let me get this.
Oh, y'all done got.
No. I just I'm sitting real far back from my lights, man. So I feel like I wasn't lit right.
You good.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, how do you deal with hecklers, and how does that go about?
I destroy them. You know, I think I'm the best roaster in the world. I think I'm Mike Tyson with this shit.
Yeah.
Like I would love, you know, motherfuckers roast me or try to heckle me, and that's like, listen, put it like this: in Detroit, I had to stop roasting people off stage and dealing with hecklers or I just had to stop roasting people in my set because people was trying to kill me. Like people wanted to shoot me and all this shit.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So I had to change that up a little bit. But when somebody heckle me, it gives me an excuse to go back. That's like saying if Mike Tyson was like a born again Christian, and then he's like, but somebody fucking, if I whip somebody there, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you feel me? It's like, you know, people put me back in that mode. That's why roast me kind of woke up a different part of me. People don't know that side. I'm in Hollywood where everybody got to be pleasant and nice to each other. And roasting is gonna hurt somebody's feelings, and you don't want to have that. No, that's not the way of the world out here.
Yeah. Nah, I got you.
So when they told me like, yeah, what we're doing is basically insulting each other.
You felt at home.
Fuck these niggas up.
Nah, I feel you. You felt at home when you got that opportunity.
Yeah, when they told me that, I'm like, oh man, all right, bet.
Yeah.
That's all y'all want me to do is roast and talk shit to these niggas, you
Yeah.
know. And when I first got there, we wasn't even as cool like that. I'm cool with all them niggas now. When I first got there, I'm like, man, look at these motherfuckers looking like Fat Albert and his crew. I'm about to destroy these niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but
definitely.
yeah, I feel like I don't even get offended when niggas roast me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I always want to rebuttal. I'm never gonna walk away like, man, I always want to rebuttal.
That's
very real. Sometimes if I'm like 2 blunts in and I'm like, man, I can't even. Then it'd be like, fuck it. But if like, nigga, I'm ready. Then I don't think nobody can fuck with me, and that's anybody.
Nah, I got you on that. What would you say is your biggest accomplishment in your career so far?
Shit, man. Accomplishments are relative. You know what I'm saying? Like, doing HBO Def Comedy Jam was a goal of mine that I set, not understanding how tangible it would be. You know, I came out to LA to be a writer. I'm a writer. I write, package, and sell shows. That's what I do.
Yeah.
So, I was doing comedy when I could. And so to get all the way to Def Comedy Jam and, and do shit that there was a lot of comedians out here that was way longer that they couldn't do, you could look at that as an accomplishment. Detroiters, they didn't want any more writers. They didn't want any more writers. I asked them for an interview, basically begged them for an interview because I'm from Detroit.
You from there? Yeah, that's home.
I'm a comedian.
Yeah.
But see, but the guys are from there too. Tim and Sam are from there too. So that's not, you know what I'm saying? That's not, they got what they need as far as whatever sauce they wanted to add to the show, according to them. But wanted to be a writer, got in there in the writer's room and created a character off of my stories from working in a real advertising agency. They gave me the character to play. Started off so low on the call sheet. Look up season 2. I'm like number 4 on the call sheet.
Yeah,
that's an accomplishment. I had set out to. You know what I'm saying? Feel me?
Yeah.
So it's all in how you look at it. So that kind of stuff, man. Winning roast me MVP. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody like myself who's been roasting this long. All them classes I skipped, trying to go to somebody else's lunch because somebody challenged me, and you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Dog. All the time somebody roasted me and they hit on the nerve, roasted something real. You know what I'm saying? Because I did wear these pants yesterday, or my shoes is dirty, or you know what I'm saying? All of that shit, bro. Like all that shit was a moment for me because that was invitational to everybody in the country. If you feel like you can roast, you get in contact with them. You know what I'm saying? And come get your ass flamboyant.
Nah, definitely. You shed a little light on Detroit. Just talk about being a part of that, and what did you take out of it too? That experience. What did you take from that experience?
What was special about that was that it was Lorne Michaels. Lorne Michaels, Jason Sudeikis. This is Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so if I wanted to be funny in front of anybody, if I wanted to impress anybody with my wit, these are the people to do it.
Yeah.
So that was a dream job for me. These are people who was already on SNL. We had all pretty much SNL guests, Chris Redd, Michael Shea, you know what I'm saying? Like, Tim, Zach, it's like, that was like an extension of SNL, similar to my phone keep
Nah, you good. Hey, you a busy man. We know they calling.
Man, so so then to get into the writer's room, and the writer's room was actually in Lorne's office.
Okay.
It was like, so I mean, it's just like to be that close to these dream scenarios, and to to have these people know me, to have Jason Sudeikis pull me to the side. I think we were at a barbecue at some shit like that. At a barbecue.
Yeah.
House. Jason Sudeikis pulled me to the side. Man, look, I'm man. He said he was in somewhere, some city, and some black guy walking down the street said, "Hey, you Jason Sudeikis?" He's like, "Yeah." They was like, "Yeah, you Jason Sudeikis." Yeah, he's like, "You know CP."
That's what's up.
He was like, "Wow." You
That's
know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's dope.
So, you know, it's shit like that, bro. That's, you know, that I'll never forget that. You know what I'm saying? I was like, damn, that's crazy that, you know, like people are watching. Sometimes I forget that I look like me. I be walking through an airport, you know, oh shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, somebody like, yo, CP, you forget that. Cause I'm humble, dude. Like, you know, I had to go through so much. I think that right now, a lot of our stars that we have, I love them to death, but social media has created a machine of the fly-by-night, you know, like grind into a mini grind. If anybody out there is Greek, it's similar to the new process that these motherfuckers got to go through that we, you know, that they going through shit that we couldn't. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Mom? I'm sorry, I know you just called me. I'm on this interview. Tell everybody.
I'm on. How you doing?
My mom. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I think that in all of that, it's a lot of just a lot of attitude that come along with that. You know what I'm saying? So I think that for me and where my journey comes from, I've been able to eliminate that because this shit really, really real.
Okay. I got you. Now I respect that too, because you're very humble. You know what I'm saying? When I reached out, you reached right back. You know what I'm saying? Like it was on some love, like from the jump. And I respect that about you because you know what I'm saying? I started watching on the Roast Me and then I started following what you was doing. You know what I'm saying? So then I became a fan of you as a comedian, but also as a person. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely respected you for that, you know, and I always appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? How did the All Def digital experience, how did that partnership come through? And then also talk about Roast Me, you know what I'm saying? Because, man, I still remember the joke. This is the one that got me. This was the one that got me as a CP fan on Roast Me. When, oh boy, I forget his name, he said something slick to you about your Jordan 5s. You had the royal blue 5s on. And then he said something slick, and you was like, well, I could put 85 cents between your teeth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just off the rip.
So no, here's how
I lost it.
Here's how it went. So somebody was in the hot seat. I believe it was Sydney.
Yeah.
I feel like LeBron when LeBron ran down that whole play.
All right.
So Sydney was in the hot seat. I hit Sydney with a joke. The joke was like, I want to slide my credit card to the back of your neck to get cash back. Mike, funny Mike from DC, shout out to Mike. Mike was like, I'll slide a credit card through that gap in your mouth.
That's
now,
what it was, yep.
Mike is missing a whole ass tooth.
He missing that.
Yeah, like nigga, Mike account is in the negative when it comes to teeth. I'm like, nigga, crazy.
Yeah, the hallway, the haunted hallway.
You need to make a tooth deposit first. Because you have insufficient funds to chew. You understand me? So I'm like, nigga, what? How about I put 85 cents through that motherfucker's face in your mouth?
Oh my
God. And that's 3 quarters in a dime. Now,
I lost it. I lost it when I heard that.
I think that what's so cold about Roast Me that I really, really like about it. Right, I said he had a haunted hallway.
Yeah, the haunted hallway, yep.
I feel like here's the coldest part about it, bro, and let me know if you agree. Okay. As the viewer, you know that it's not rehearsed when you hear the rebuttals.
Definitely.
See, like, you know, I don't know who's gonna roast me. So I feel like, you know, I want somebody to roast me so that I can show how fast I am. Yeah. If I come into class, sit down, you know, I'm human. I might have a premeditated joint for Pat or a premeditated joint for David Lucas. Yeah. But for somebody like David Lucas to roast at me, and then for me to have, like, that's my offense is defense. The best part about my shit is the rebuttal. Because you don't expect me to see, like, my rebuttals be niggas first joke at somebody. My rebuttal could be your attack. Yeah. So when you hit me and I hit you with a rebuttal that strong, you don't want to hit me no more. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So growing up, that's what that was. It's like, nigga, CP short, your mama dead. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? It's like, I was that nigga. You feel me? So I had to fine tune it to be funny and not mean, but those rebuttals being so strong was a defense. But then it also tapped into the creativity of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's like, definitely. You know, when it came to roasting my friends, like, all right, how can I roast you without pressing one of your buttons that I
But,
know
yeah.
you have as a friend, but
Yeah.
then also, goddamn that. No, because my wife making me leave all the groceries in the garage because of Corona, so it be fucking gnats and shit. Anyway, so roasting my friends, bro. I didn't want to be
Yeah.
mean. I wanted to be funny, so I had to learn how to be creative. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, I got you.
You know, it's just like a little difference.
Yeah. Nah, I definitely get you. The crazy thing is, you could tell it was just like boom, 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 like off the rip, like y'all wasn't even rehearsing or nothing like that. And I liked it because it was genuine. You know what I'm saying? When my boys put me on, I was like, yo, this dude CP is hilarious. One thing that I did notice is a lot of people didn't want to test you. That's one thing I noticed. And that's a respect to you, you know what I'm saying? Because they know you're gonna clap back. But the one that did get me was when what's his name? I forget off the top. Dang, I forget his name. Short dude with the hat. When he hit you with
yeah. Brent.
Yeah, when Brent
Tupac bobblehead.
When he hit you with the living single joint.
Yeah.
He hit you with that. That was a tough one.
Yeah. And, no. Bro, I love it, bro, because I think that the better the joke, the better the retort has to be. You understand me? Like, that's what's amazing. If you threw a baseball at me and I caught it, that's what's up. But if you shot a bullet at me and I caught it, then it's like, whoa. Yeah. So it's like, the colder the joke, the better the opportunity for the retort. Definitely. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I think in all fairness, I don't think I'm an easy target.
No, I don't think so.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think I'm an easy target. Yeah, I think that because I have too much fun roasting. So now it's not even a pressure thing for me. Now it's like, we just having fun. We you know what I'm saying? Then it becomes like, now it's like, fuck, this nigga having fun doing this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that's definitely dope. Are we gonna see any more coming up? What's the plan for that?
Yeah. So shout out to T.I., Baron Davis, Cedric Rogers, Culture Genesis, the whole nine. They bought All Death from Russ, which was great because Russ got this whole thing going on. Yeah. So to be able to pick up the company and keep going, it's dope. So we are doing more roasting, but of course, with the quarantine, we was geared up to shoot this shit like 2 months ago. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So with the quarantine, we all trying to find ways to keep our audiences engaged and do the roast. But I mean, it's safety first, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can't get in no groups like larger than 6. So like David Lucas he's 11 people. So now you talking about me, him. That's a baker's dozen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're right. You're definitely right. Talk about how much your family means to you and the support from them, and also how being a father changed you. You know what I'm saying? Talk about that, man.
I think that the support from my family is everything, man. I think that at times, I think as artists, I think that we want people to buy in because they love us.
Okay.
Yeah,
I see what you're saying.
But because our family loves us, their first inclination is to protect us. Protect you from heartache, protect you from struggle, right? Yep. So I think that for any artist out there, understand that you have to break through the crust of that. You have to show your family what they have to gain from believing in you. I think that because you don't want to don't fall into that trap of don't nobody believe in me. His family. That's not what it's about. It's about the fact that you have to look at what generations before you sacrificed in order for you to even be able to have the option to chase a dream, and then understand that sacrifice came along with the mentality that a dream is not going to give food on the table. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So that's like asking somebody to fight for you, and then they just out here fighting, and they got their eyes closed, and they fuck around and hit you. It's like, man, calm down, it's me. You know what I'm saying? It's like, people. So I think that there's that. I also feel like, like for like my mom, she knew I wanted to be a comedian since I was a kid. I remember we was living on this street called Calvert. I was probably in like 6th or 7th grade. I was going to this school called Hutchins, right? It's on the west side, so Woodrow Wilson. Yeah. That was my middle school I went to at that time before I transferred to Bates Academy because I got a 98% on my meat test in 7th grade. It was like a big ass deal. The governor, I got a letter from the governor and shit, and they got my ass up out of the hood school and had my ass in Bates So now I'm walking around Bates with all these smart ass motherfuckers. Anyway, so we lived on Calvert, and my mom, she would hang out with her friends at night, and then she came, you know, they would go to the comedy shows at B's Comedy Kitchen, which was like a big comedy kitchen back in Detroit back in the day.
Okay.
Now, there was a specific show that when you were bombing, instead of booing, they would shake the keys. They would shake the keys, right? So my mom would come home, you know, probably after a couple of drinks, and then wake me up, and tell me the jokes. Like, man, so and so, Mike Bonner said this.
That's dope.
Downtown Tony Brown said that.
That's dope.
And then, you know, and she was like, so and so got the keys, shook at him, right? So, you know, fast forward, I'm doing shows with these guys, and it's like I know them before they know me. You know what I'm saying? It's like, nigga, I ain't impressed. They shook the keys at your ass when I was in 7th grade. Nigga, you ain't killing them. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I think that, you know, just we want the verbal support, right?
Yeah, definitely.
We don't look at the support that led us to become the artists that we are. That's the real support.
Yeah.
That's like some fences type shit. Look at what got you to where you are to have the art in you.
Yeah.
That's the real support. And so, yeah, I had excellent support. My family, they knew I was funny. They laughed at my shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was like a short, dumbass adult to them. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I appreciated that because as I got older, I got more confident in how smart I was. So being smart was something that was standard. It wasn't something that I needed to show off and be, you know, no, it's not about that. Being smart is a privilege. Yeah. And that's, you know, and that's how I began to view it growing up.
Okay. And how would you, what would you say about just being able to be a father, man? Just talk about how that affected you and how it changed you.
I think being a dad, man, I got daughters. So I think that, you know, being a comedian gave me the gift of gab. You know what I'm saying? You know, and so, you know, I was like a ladies' man growing up. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I don't think that it was things that I understood about women until I saw one from a sprout.
Got you.
Okay. Understand what is innate and what is natural and what, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, last thing a nigga want to do is be a simp and get gamed up and be, you know what I'm saying? I want yours, though. I want some of yours. Like, nigga, right? You know, but then you start to understand females, understand, you know, you look at your mom different, you look at your wife different, you're like, wow, things, you know. And so I think that having kids, you know, it gave me a frame of reference that I didn't even know that I needed. You know what I'm saying? It made me feel like an adult.
Got you. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I think that when you growing up ain't no number.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a number, man. Like, you know, growing up is experiences and wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that, you know, you're being married and, you know, having children, those things enrich the wisdom, and then that helps you to grow up. So I think that, you know, those things being in place for somebody like myself, on the path to do what I'm doing, you know, this was an excellent thing for me to be able to ground me on my process and give me somebody to share it with and to do it for.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Quick question before we wrap it up. You play Xbox, PlayStation? Which one you on?
I got both, you know, because I'm sick of niggas talking shit about where to meet me at. So meet me outside. How about that? You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I'm gonna have to get your gamer tag, and I'm on PlayStation.
Yeah, bro.
I'm on PlayStation. I'll have to get it.
Yeah, bro. My shit is Comedian CP.
What do you play?
PS4 is like my main joint. You know what I'm saying?
Well, what games? What games?
Right now I'm on Modern Warfare heavy. I play Fortnite a lot, 2K, Madden.
Okay.
Like Spider-Man, God of War.
Okay.
Mortal Kombat. I'm like really into it.
Oh, so you all over the place. Okay, so you're a gamer. That's what's up.
Yeah. Only child shit, man.
I got you. Yeah, I got you. What have you been doing during the quarantine? What you been doing during the quarantine? Just gaming?
Gaming. Yeah, man. I just sold a movie, and then I also just sold a CD
Congratulations,
show.
definitely.
Thank you, man.
Congratulations,
Thank
yes,
you.
sir.
So I've been kind of like working on those, or actually gearing up to begin working on those.
Okay.
It'll be like a big announcement made about that, which I'm excited about. I think that, you know, for the people that support me, I want them to know that I'm not bullshitting around, so that these kind of announcements is going to really be for the ones who fuck with CP.
I got
you. You know, all right, would be happy to know that I've done what I said I was going to do.
That's what's up. Last thing you want to leave with the fans, where could they find you? Where could they see your stuff at? And what do you want to leave? What's your message that you want to leave with the people?
Thanks, NBA Sports Mom.
Yeah, she gonna want you to follow her now. Now you gotta follow Mon Dukes now.
I gotta follow her now.
You gotta follow Mon Dukes now.
Man, well, they can find me everywhere, right? Everything I'm on is at Comedian CP. All one word. What I'm really big on right now is Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitch. So I'm starting my Twitch. If you got Twitch, follow me. I would love to get my following up. You know what I'm saying? You know, I know on Twitch, everybody's not on Twitch, so that's fine. But if you fuck with it, fuck with me. And then, yeah, man, and just to leave everybody with something, man, you know, just, you know, do your best, put your blinders on, you know, make sure they attention to your detail. You know, it's not your business what anybody thinks about you. You know, and just really live what feels right. Live what feels right. Live with what you can live with.
There you go.
If that makes sense. So yeah, man, that's it, bro. Follow me.
I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you for setting aside some time for me. And like I said, bro, I'm all about. Hey,
hold on. Who was Tim 203, bro? You the third person this week that told me I need to write a book, bro. I might have to just do it, man. NBA Mom, first of all, I'm about to follow you. Hey, wait a minute. Wait. I need some shoes. So you see how I get down, bro. That shoe, that's my love language, man.
Okay,
you know
okay.
Like, fuck with me.
What size? What size?
8.5, man. They about to roast shit out my feet, nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But in Detroit, we used to jit a lot. And so the litter was feet, nigga. I was the coldest jitter because my jitting looked like Sonic the Hedgehog running.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying? So,
I got you on that. That's easy,
bro.
Definitely, and I gotta come see you. So whenever we get through with this quarantine stuff, I'll definitely make sure we can do that.
Yeah. And I'll buy the shoes too. I'll buy the shoes, but I know that you got the plug, so you know. I
got you. We good.
We plugged in.
I got you. You plugged in,
bro.
I definitely appreciate you.
I appreciate you having me, bro.
Yes, sir.
No fast interview, man. If y'all don't know, this dude, he sent the interview questions to me. Very professional. You know, a lot of times, people in this industry, they want to use people for clickbait. A lot of artists, a lot of celebrities are afraid to do interviews with people because of how much people like to get predatory on you.
Yeah.
In interviews and, you know, serve for their own thing. So, you know, I appreciate the professionalism, bro. And we already gonna rock, man. You already know what it is.
I appreciate that, man. I'm definitely just trying to do something.
I am playing.
Yes, sir. I'm trying to do something just to keep busy until the season come back. Hopefully it come back. But if not, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to continue to try to keep doing this. And like I said, I appreciate you, man. So we definitely we're going to lock in. And like I said, continue doing what you're doing, bro, because at the end of the day, you're setting the bar high, man. You're setting the bar high, man. You're doing it all. Books, that's next. You doing the book?
Yeah, the book. I got to drop the book, man. The book got to be hard, though. It can't be no regular ass book. That bitch got to, you got to be able to color in that bitch. It got to be like, they gotta have pop-up parts, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Deep shit. You go fuck around crying shit.
Hey.
You go fuck around. Yeah, I gotta write a dog-ass book, bro.
Okay, so you got the book. We're gonna have to get the book going. You got the writing down part. You just sold a movie. You know what I'm saying? You out here doing roast me. You out here doing shows. Continue doing what you're doing, bro. Real talk. From a brother to another brother. You already know what it is, man. So I just want to give you your flowers while you can smell them. You feel me?
Make sure my shit is weed.
I got you. I got you. Hey, I'm going to holler at you, and I'm going to add you on PS4, too.
Got you.
All right, bro. I appreciate you.
Yep.
Yes, sir.